thing. This is like supposed to be a creek. It's pretty apparent. I mean, even if the rocks weren't there, I don't know. I mean, I like it with the rocks. I think a creek would be great right here. Then of course there's the walkway, which almost could be the pond that parallels the creek or something. So that could be cool. And then here you could have a rock, waterfall vibe. I mean, I'm all about mixing up the different cultures and stuff. So like I would be very tempted, anytime I'm doing big rocks, I'm very tempted to go Japanese or Zen in terms of the rock garden concept, where the big rock is personifying a mountain, right? And then the pond or the whatever is the ocean. You know what I mean? Like it's the sea. But anyways, there's a lot of potential in this whole sort of front side yard here. I mean, this is the yard, because there isn't really another one as far as I know, because the other neighbor's house is not that far. It's 20-30 feet from the other side of this house. But I mean, look into fencing, optimizing privacy while still having a great relationship with your neighbor and all that. Find out what their needs are. Find out, honestly, get to know them a little bit, then ask them like, hey, what would you think about a 10-foot fence here for like sort of increased privacy? I mean, I really value the neighborhood relationship, but at the same time, privacy is kind of cool. What do you think? Now, if you open that door, you need to be prepared to maintain the sort of, it's like you're being very sort of spiritual when you're being very empathic when you do that kind of thing. So just try to keep that empathy going, and it's probably going to work out pretty nicely. Because remember, the priority is probably the relationship between you and the neighbor. So yeah, I mean, I'm all about the privacy. I mean, I don't know. You don't absolutely need to install a fence. I probably would, but because why not? Here, why not? It's not going to bother anybody having a fence here. Ask the neighbor over there maybe what they think if it's close to their house. So I mean, this just needs to be entirely redone. I mean, but that's not even that much of a loss in cost, because I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of these plants need to go bye-bye. Well, we could try to work with it, but it's tough, because what they did was they have those, which are like your English Tudor garden thing. Then they got the olive trees right next to it, which is like, all of a sudden we're in a different country. So that's like Spain, whatever. And then you got the bamboo. So they've all of a sudden gone Asian. And then we've got these sort of generic bushes that are basically back to the British thing. And then like, this is cool, but I don't know. There's like one of these. No, there's two of them. And then there's 5 of those big guys. Those are fine because those can look good in a pond area. So this needs to all be water vibe here. And you can make all this work. You don't have to remove the plants, I don't think. Let's just respect what's here and make it better. Even those flowers, it's fine. They're nice, I'm gonna stop because this is already 15 minutes or something, because it's part 2 of the video on this house. Property is 12 Observation Place, Oakland, California. Let me see. I could look it up obviously, but there's a little so yeah, and of course there's white walls inside, which is always a no-no. Never do that. Please just stop. Every time somebody redoes a house, they always paint every room inside white, and it's ridiculous. I am so tired of that. There's no reason to do that. There's just no reason to do it. Oh, here's a view. Oh yeah. Oh, it's very cozy. Got some nice light coming in from the other side there because it's about 7 p.m. That is, what is this? This is like a little den or something. That's got a curved wall. So it's got a pretty nice faucet. Not loving the cupboard handles and doors. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be some nice stuff inside. I mean, I'm getting tired. Ooh. Oh yeah, see the neighbor's house is right there, so there's your fence, right? So yeah, just plant more trees. Just plant more trees there, you know. You can keep the fence, or yeah, just do more trees, fast growing stuff. You can probably buy that type of tree, or just get something similar that's, no, those are pretty good though, because it's very tall and very narrow. And just, I don't know, maybe you could get like a 5-year-old one for not like a total rip-off, and it would still grow well. Or you might have to just do 2 or 3 years old. But anyways, a lot of mulch. This needs a better path. This needs better privacy. This needs this crap covered up. This needs more plants covering up here. Let's do some ivy. You know, let's get that castle vibe. But then of course, like in Spain and the south in Europe, do they have ivy? They must, but I'm saying it's probably a particular kind of ivy. I don't think it's the British kind, because it's got to be like a high heat ivy, you know. So anyways, come check it out. 12 Observation Place is a rather good property. Again, there's basically one neighbor, and I mean the house isn't that close. It's 20 feet. Not too many windows on that side of the neighbor's house right there, so some decent privacy potential. This stone is weird. That needs to be obviously, you know, painted and stuff. And as you can see, I don't know why they would choose those chairs. That's just weird to me. It's almost weird. That's like beach house. Anyways, this needs to be bye-bye. That doesn't belong here. Sorry, that's like Victorian whatever. And the 12s, give me a freaking break, okay? That should have never been installed. Don't miss the blah blah. I don't know what that is. Okay, can you please, this doesn't look good. I mean, you don't have to redo the system, but maybe just, can we get a better panel? You know what I mean? Or just paint it, whatever. The door is interesting. Again, it doesn't look old enough. Oh wow, that's really bad. Do you feel that? Look, it's like opening. That's really bad. That needs to be way heavier or just tighter. That is not okay, because you can't have a fake house. Okay? You can't have a fake house. It's got to be a real house. It's got to be strong, solid, protective, all of that. Oh, it's got a chimney. Extend the chimney as well, you know, like sculpturally. Do some cool thing with it. I mean, it has to be really cool, like really good. That is your time to shine as a sculptor, whoever you hire. The chimney, that's an easy one. Obviously fireproof, but that's a small, like they can build the sculpture and you can just weld it in. The roof, it's not really gonna be hard except for the shingle issue, but just work around it. But it's a harder design, creative wise, it's harder to figure that one out. Probably go simple, vertical as high as you can for the most part, and then there's some subtleties that are cool. But for the chimney, like you can